Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty big things to go over. A new rumor has popped up regarding the Pokemon Presents happening on the 22nd of July and what we're apparently going to see in it. We also have some Champion stuff to go over, some Legends EA stuff to go over, and a ton of new Pokemon events that have also been announced as well. Plenty of things to break down today. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's go over some new Pokemon events. These are for various different Pokemon games, and we're starting off with Pokemon Go. So we've got Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, Pokemon Go has enabled standard Gimmighoul roaming forms Shiny, and it can now be sent to Pokemon Home and Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So this is actually a little bit of a different Shiny to the Gimmighoul in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, because that's obviously the chest form, but now you can get a legitimate roaming form Shiny Gimmighoul in Pokemon Go. I think this is only available for a few more days as well, so if you are trying to finish the Shiny Living Dex, trying to get every form, everything like that, then it's definitely worth downloading Pokemon Go and grabbing this Gimmighoul. I haven't done it myself yet. I actually need to take a look at how to do it. I think you have to get like a coin bag or something like that. You have to send things to Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Home, whatnot. I need to properly take a look at it, but either way, if you are trying to get every single Shiny, then this is going to be something you want to do, because we don't know when this event is going to be back in Pokemon Go. But anyway, that's the Pokemon Go event. Moving on, we have a new Pokemon TCG Pocket event. This is now live. We've got Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, the Pokemon TCG Pocket Alcremie drop event is now live, adding 5 new promo cards into the game. So these are the 5 promo cards. We've got Vanillite, Jolteon, Alcremie, Dragonair, and Ordino as well. I don't know which ones are completely new unique cards. I know Dragonair is one of them. It might be the Vanillite, it could be the Ordino, but yeah, 3 of these cards are basically just kind of the same card that was in Eevee Grove, but obviously with different artwork. And then you've got the new kind of Alcremie card, which is the sort of rarer card in this drop event. But either way, these are all available in the drop event right now. And as well as that, you get items and rewards for completing each battle for the first time. You get Pack Hourglass, promo pack, shop tickets, XP, everything like that. You know what a drop event is now if you're still playing Pokemon TCG Pocket. I don't have to go through it too much. We go through all the new data mined events in Pokemon TCG Pocket on the Pocket channel anyway, HD Pocket in the description down below if you want to keep up to date with everything that is going to be coming to the mobile game. But either way, just for the event that's been announced today, or that is now live today, that's for Pokemon TCG Pocket. And then as well as that, we have a new event for Pokemon Cafe Remix. We've got Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, the next Pokemon Cafe Remix delivery focus has been announced. It adds Plusle, Little Star, and Minun Little Star into the game, and this runs from tomorrow, the 3rd of July, 2025, so that's some Cafe Mix stuff there. And then we also have this for Cafe Mix as well, which is it's the new Salamancer's Joyful Nibbles event. So apparently these both start on the exact same day. But yeah, this is a Pokemon Cafe Remix has announced the next event, Salamancer's Joyful Nibbles, and that runs from July the 3rd, 2025. So yeah, you got the Salamence and the Minun event both kicking off in Pokemon Cafe Remix tomorrow. But anyway, those are the new Pokemon events that are taking place and that also have been announced. Moving on, let's talk Pokemon Champions and Pokemon Legends ZA. So we've got a post here from Soul Silver Art talking about kind of the language that Pokemon have been using lately in regards to Mega Evolutions and Pokemon Champions and stuff like that, and how we could see Pokemon Champions being the main form of competitive Pokemon at Worlds next year. Even though we don't have a release date for Champions yet, it's all kind of building up towards that sort of, I guess, end game. But anyway, we have Soul Silver Art saying, as we draw near to the Pokemon Presents in July, things are starting to heat up. The use of Mega here and the changes to the 2026 competitive are very, very sus. Could we see Champions at Worlds 2026 with Mega Evolutions and Terrestrialization? I still think Champions releases early 2026, but with Legends EA late 2025, and all of 2026 is definitely going to be Mega Evolution season. Mega Evolutions in the anime, Mega Evolutions in the TCG, Mega Evolutions in Legends EA, plus Mega Evolutions in merch and apps, Megas in competitive and Champions, and then also maybe Mega Evolutions in Generation 10. So this is what it says here, 2026 League Challenge and a League Cups start date. So Pokemon Championship, Series Championship point earning events are on break this June to give competitors time to rest and enjoy friendly battles before the start of the 2026 Pokemon Championship Series season. Pokemon TCG and Pokemon Go League Challenges and League Cups will resume starting the 1st of July 2025. Pokemon video video game league challenges and league cups will resume starting the September 1st, 2025. And then it goes on to say the 2026 Pokemon Championship Series features several changes that include a modification to the Swiss tournament format, changes to end-of-round procedures for the Pokemon TCG and Pokemon United's transition from championship point-based invitations to a brand new regional league structure. And then we have Soul Silver going on to say, down here saying, I swear if this is kind of like the kind of video that went up as well, like get ready for a new season of mega proportions. Information regarding the 2026 Championship Series is now live. So like I say, using the word mega in capitals as well, like it's clearly meant to be a hint towards mega evolutions. And then we also have Soul Silver saying, this is just kind of a little bit of a reply to the Storm Emerald trademark that went live like a few days ago, which is basically confirmed to be for the TCG. But we've got Soul Silver saying, I swear if Hoenn is the next Legends region. I'm so done with that series with my 3 least favorite regions. This isn't that though, way too soon. Most is ZA extra content, but most likely it's just for anime. My guess would be we would be getting the 30th anniversary Gen 3, Gen 1 to 3 ports. But yeah, I mean, it's very likely for TCG. But then moving on to the champion stuff. To be clear, this is sus because Mega Evolutions are not in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and will 99% never be on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Pokemon Legends ZA 99% will not have multiplayer, so if Mega Evolutions are somehow in VGC 2026, it's because Champions will have its own circuit. Like, it's just weird that they are kind of using the language of Megas and Mega Evolutions and stuff in regards to the 2026 World Championships, because there technically, as of right now, will not be a game out that supports Mega Evolution competitive battling when it hits August 2026, unless Champions is out and that is the new hub of Pokemon. Because like, why else are they using all these Mega Evolution kind of like words and stuff like that? Like, it's clearly for Mega Evolutions, especially when we're going into the literally the massive era of Mega Evolutions. It's in everything right now. Also, it's probably a bit too harsh to call Hoenn one of my least favorites. That's just personal stuff. And then yeah, we've got Blazing Sunroll basically saying, you know, it could be DLC for ZA, but again, this is a trademark for very likely TCG stuff. So we've got that, but then we had a follow-up post as well from Soul Silver saying, I've heard things that lead me to believe that Pokemon Champions will be in 2026, but I could be wrong. So I don't know if Soul Silver has a reliable source or something, but they've heard whispers that Champions will be 2026. It's very likely to be 2026. We just don't know when it's coming out. But the fact that, like I say, they're using all this kind of Mega Evolution language and stuff, it just makes you feel like there are going to be some form of Mega Evolutions present in Worlds 2026. And it's not going to be Legends ZA because it's very unlikely that's going to have any kind of online battling. And it's not going to be Scarlet and Violet because we have terrestrialization in there. Then they go on to say, but I could be wrong, I do think we'll get a release date in the next Presents, or more so at Worlds, and maybe it will release in 2025. But I'd imagine late 2025, unless they just rush it with quality but limited VGC Metamons out to make it available to be played for the 2026 VGC. It's one of those, like, if it does come out early 2026, let's say it comes out around March, April time, and then Worlds is in August, is that going to be enough time for people to get ready for it, get used to it, and then have that as kind of the main competitive hub? Because I don't know, I feel like they should make Champions the competitive hub of Pokemon, because it's just going to be all about battling and everything. Like, every gimmick, hopefully every Pokemon at some point, and then every new Pokemon can just easily be added to it as well. It doesn't have to worry about it being locked out of the game like you do with other games and stuff. Like, you obviously can't have, I don't know, like Patchrat in Scarlet and Violet. You got to wait till Legends ZA to get those. So it would just be nice if we do have a competitive game with everything, but either way, we'll have to see, wait and see what they do. It's very likely that we're going to get more information about that this month in the Presents, but either way, that's just a bit to talk about there regarding Champions and all that jazz. What are your thoughts? Do you think that Pokemon Champions is going to be the new kind of main hub for competitive Pokemon, or do you think it's just going to be a kind of sideline thing and it's just going to be Generation 10 competitive? Unless Gen 10's out by next August, which is a possibility. It's very unlikely, but it is a possibility, especially if it gets announced this month. But that's just a whole different conversation. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on all the championship stuff there, or the champion stuff there, should I say. Finishing things off for today's video as well, we have a new Pokemon Present rumor to go over. This was posted on 4chan, so as always, take it with a big old grain of salt. It's just titled 22nd. and it was posted by Anonymous. So again, another post apparently going over what we're going to be seeing on the 22nd of July, this Pokemon Presents. I'm very much excited for it. 20 days away. We are less than 3 weeks away from it, and hopefully finally going to get a Mega Evolution revealed at least. Like I say, Champions release date would be cool, but either way, let's take a look at this rumor, but as always, take it with a massive grain of salt. So it looks like they're starting off with mobile games because they say there is going to be a new Pokemon TCG Pocket set announced called Sacred Legends. So Sacred Legends, I have no idea what that would be. Again, this very likely is going to get announced. Whatever the Pokemon Pocket set is, it's going to get announced during this Presents, because this Presents is on the 22nd of July, and I think the new Pokemon TCG Pocket set has been data mined for the 31st of July, 31st, 30th, something like that. So it'll literally be like the week before, near enough. So yeah, they'll drop the trailer, and whatever it is, we'll then get the actual set like a week later. But I don't know, like part of me thinks it's going to be Generation 6 for Pokemon Legends EA, but Legends EA is now out till October, so maybe they want to kind of hold off for the big Generation 6 set until around then. So maybe this could be like Gen 2, Sacred Legends, could be like the Sacred Beasts maybe, or it could just be something completely different like Generation 3 or something. But either way, Sacred Legends set apparently coming to Pokemon TCG Pocket. We then have more events for Pokemon Sleep's 2nd anniversary, which, yeah, they're doing the Hoenn starters because I covered that in yesterday's video. Would they do more? I don't really know. I mean, it's a whole month away. Well, not a whole month away, but like it's 3 weeks away from this announcement. So would that still be kind of celebrating that anniversary then? Maybe, I don't know. And then it goes on to say Eternatus announced for Go Fest Part 2. This is very likely to happen. This does take place, I think, in August, around just, I think, before Worlds or something. But yeah, the second part of Go Fest, we have seen kind of reports and rumors and stuff that it is going to be Eternatus. But either way, that's that. And then it says 3 new Unite characters announced. One is going to be Druddigon. So we're going to have a Druddigon in Pokemon Unite as a playable character. Be interesting. Very, very interesting. I think Druddigon actually makes sense, though. I think is like a defensive character. I think Druddigon could do very, very well. But those are the kind of mini updates for the various different Pokemon apps and mobile games and stuff. Moving on, it looks like we're talking Legends ZA. So it says 2 new Mega Evolutions revealed for Pokemon Legends ZA. So Dragolgi and also Scrafty. So yeah, both of those have been, I guess, quote-unquote leaked. The Dragolgi image has actually been leaked. We know what that looks like. The Scrafty, we don't know what that looks like, but we do have an idea based on the kind of description of the Mega Evolution. But yeah, that's 2 random Mega Evolutions to reveal, but Dragolgi has actually been in, you know, when they did those kind of like cuts between all the different Mega Evolutions and Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, Dragolgi was there, which made a lot of people believe that, oh, why is that there? That's a bit random. It's just a random Pokemon with a ton of other Mega Evolutions. And that's because obviously it is very likely to get one. We've seen it. So yeah, maybe they reveal that next, who knows. Scrafty, I'm actually very much looking forward to seeing that one. But yeah, it's also a very random Pokemon to kind of drop there. But anyway, apparently that's going to happen. Emma is going to be revealed, very, very likely to happen in the next trailer. I'd be very shocked and surprised if we don't see like some sort of cutscene or something with Emma in the main character. We then have Lysander revealed as well, which I don't think they'll show him this early. I know the game's only out in a few months, but I feel like that's going to be one of the very, very late trailers, because that's a big kind of shock. Seeing him seeing him again. And then it says, shows Pokemon Mega Evolving at night against their will at the end of the trailer. So that's kind of steering into this whole Prism Tower, Quasartico, making Pokemon Mega Evolve kind of against their will and stuff. So yeah, I mean, maybe they show that at the end of the trailer to get people being like, oh, what's that all about and stuff. Who knows? But that's Pokemon Legends EA, and then we have the Pokemon Champions portion saying Champions gets release window of early 2026. I mean, we all know what early something means for Pokemon. I just always go back to Pokemon Home when they said that they was going to have Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Home Connection early. It was like early 2022 or 2023 or whatever, and then it ended up being in May, which is a month before, like halfway through the year. Like, May is not early. So yeah, if they did say early 2026, I'd expect it to be like May time. But yeah, it'd be nice to actually get a release window for that. It says major in-depth look at the game takes up around 2/4 of the presents. So could just say, could have just said half of the presents. I don't know. I don't think I want half the presents being just champions, but I get that, like, if they are kind of making that the new competitive game, then they are going to have to get like people on board with it and sell it to people and stuff like that. So that, I don't know, but Legends EA is obviously the big game that's going to make all the money this year, so surely they'd, I don't know, throw a bit more information about that, because every time we get a Pokemon trailer like now in a Pokemon Presents, you're going to have champions with whatever else is getting kind of revealed or announced. Like on the Pokemon Presents next year for Pokemon Day for the 30th anniversary, like we're going to have champions in that unless it's out by then. Then it says, shows how to obtain and build Pokemon in the game. So yeah, I assume it'd be like one of those voiceover trailers where they just go over how you do everything. And then it says, covers home transfers and more. So transferring Pokemon to and from Pokemon champions. And then it just says that's all. So yeah, I mean, it's not a terrible rumor. I feel like it's just a guesstimate, and they've just taken a look at like the leaks that we do know, and they're just kind of throwing some random stuff in there as well to make it sound a little bit more believable. But yeah, I mean, if we got that trailer for Legends EA on the 22nd, so 2 new Mega Evolutions, Emma and Lysander revealed, and then a bit of kind of the Quasartico stuff going on, that wouldn't be too bad. I think that'd be a pretty good trailer, because people want to see Mega Evolutions next. If we don't get one in the next trailer, then people are going to riot. So that's definitely something we should be seeing. But yeah, the rest of it sounds pretty cool as well. Like, I'd like to see the new Pocket set. I'd like to see some more Unite character stuff. It's always fun to see what's going to be kind of, I guess, come into the game and stuff. But anyway, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on this rumor here. Do you think this is true or not? Would you like it to be true or not? And then also, what are your thoughts on the champion stuff for 2026? And then also, yeah, I mean, these are all the events. Make sure to go get your shiny roaming form Gimme Ghoul if you haven't already. But thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.